Welcome everyone to Inside the Fight, post-fight UFC 168, Silva versus Weidman 2, and what a controversial ending.
What a terrible ending.
You know, the reaction in my face, your face, and I'm sure many of you guys who watched this fight were like, what the just happened?
Yeah, like Corey Hill, leg kick, get checked, broken leg. At 38 years old, I think this is the end for Anderson Silva. I mean, you know, he's 38. What an amazing career he had. This is not the way that it should have gone down. I would prefer a definite KO by, you know, with Weidman beating Silva or Silva beating Weidman. What a way to go. Just terrible. I feel really bad. But this is a contact sport, and injuries happen.
It's unfortunate, and like we said in the first round, Chris Weidman did rock Anderson Silva.
I think Silva was out.
Even Chris Weidman said he kind of wished that fight would have ended there. I'm sure he didn't want this to go the way it was. There was some things I didn't like. After the whole leg kick, he raised his hand cheering like he just won the World Series.
Well, he did win.
He won, but
did
that's
check
not
the leg kick. That's what caused it.
It's not a way you want to win a fight. You want to win a fight where you're going to put all the naysayers and say you came out. We both predicted Anderson Silva to win this fight.
Yes.
We were both wrong.
I predicted that Weidman would dominate the first round and that Silva would start taking over in the second. Unfortunately, so what happened? And I mean, I really think it's over. I think it's Silva's career. I think that's bigger than this fight. I think the greatest martial artist in the history of MMA is done. I think it's over.
Well, I kind of have to agree with you. At 38 years old, it's going to take him almost a year to recover from this.
More than a year.
And that's even if he recovers correctly.
Yeah.
And no, he's going to require multiple surgeries. He's going to probably need a metal plate, bar, whatever to hold that leg in place. I think Anderson Silva's career is done.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Really sad how it happened. Especially because, like you said, you know, it's almost like an inconclusive ending. It's such a freak injury. Yeah, I would rather just Weidman just flat out beat him, and you know, in a traditional form than something like this. But hats off to Weidman. Again, Weidman, he just really good. His really good wrestling. His very good distancing. As Joe Rogan kind of mentioned, he knows he's slower than Anderson Silva, but it seems like he knows how to play the range game extremely well and knows when he can grapple and when he can strike. And when, I mean, the power, that shot that he connected on Anderson Silva in the clinch. Silva, I think he was out. I really think, I mean, he recovered, but I think he was out when I saw the replay. What do you thought?
I thought he was definitely out as well. You know, that first round had me in my edge of my seat when I saw Silva go down, because he wouldn't go down like a normal, oh, I got hit and I'm going to go down. No, he looked like he was rocked. Yeah. Completely out of it.
His eyes, like, I think his eyes were closed. And
I was amazed that he recovered so well.
Yeah.
No, and
great defense, definitely.
Like I said, this whole fight just, the fact that it ended the way it did, it just really, really puts a bad taste in your mouth, because you kind of wanted an end to this story, and now you're definitely never going to get it, because I don't see Anderson Silva coming back from this.
Yeah, I really think this is the end for Anderson Silva. You know, the greatest martial artist, like as I said, just a horrible way to go. But at 38 years old, the quickest he could possibly get back will be at 40, most likely. And he already does seem like he's a bit slower, and his chin probably has, you know, deteriorated. It's best probably for him to just retire, and you know, it gave us a great amount of fights. He was definitely paved the way, and I'm happy being a fan and a pleasure watching him fight.
I can't say any better than that.
It sounds like if he died. I don't mean to sound so depressed, but
no, it's just that the whole night, was going so great.
Great fight.
This card had great fights from the prelims all the way up to the main card. Great fights. But before we get into those other fights, next for Chris Weidman is Vitor Belfort.
Yeah. Vitor Belfort, he rejuvenated Vitor Belfort. That's gonna be a really good fight. Can't wait to see it. But Chris Weidman, this guy is legit. He is a monster. Can't wait. I think Vitor will have to work a little bit on his takedown defense and his cardio. One of the advantages that I think Silva had over Vitor is cardio. And I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. But Vitor has been on a crazy roll lately. Should be good. Do they even know when that fight might happen?
Well, no idea. Well, I guess we'll find out later today. Possibly, or later this week. So let's get into some of the other earlier action in this card. Travis Browne defeats Josh Barnett. We both guessed this wrong. And you said you were mixing this one because you knew Travis Browne was a threat. And wow, he came out in that first round, knocking out the legend.
I felt Travis Browne, deep down inside, I felt Travis Browne was good enough to win this fight with takedown defense and his power striking. But Josh Barnett needs to be respected. So I kind of fell into that trap of I need to fully respect, Josh Barnett, especially how easily he walked over Frank Mir. But there's a big difference between Frank Mir and Travis Browne. Travis Browne knows how to avoid the clinch and get off when you're trying to clinch with him, and it was very noticeable right in the first round. He showed really good spacing. Whenever Barnett tried to close the gap, he knew how to wriggle his way free and push Barnett back to a distance where Barnett will have to take a hit to get in. And then when he finally went for that takedown, kind of like what happened to Overeem, those just vicious elbows. I think Travis Browne is a real threat, and he is getting better.
One thing I definitely noticed about Travis Browne when you compare him next to Josh Barnett, this guy is big.
Yeah.
And he is not, because
and fast.
He is a legit, true next-gen heavyweight, in my opinion. And I like his post-fight where he says, I'm an MMA fighter. I'm not just a wrestler. I'm not just a brawler. I am an MMA fighter. And he showed you tonight, that he could snuff the takedowns. He was intelligent in there, and those elbows were deadly when Josh Barnett was trying to go for the takedown.
Yeah, Travis Browne, look out for him.
Now,
I think they might do Verdum versus him.
He called out Verdum.
I think stylistically, Verdum stands no chance against Travis Browne. If UFC cared more about the entertainment aspect of the sport, they probably would rather save Verdum for Kane. That way they can have two legit contenders for Kane.
Well, I think that.
But if they fight each other, I think Verdum will be eliminated from contention.
I believe Kane right now is recovering from a shoulder surgery or knee surgery. He did some kind of surgery. He is recovering, so he's going to be in the shelf for a while. So I guess that's why Verdum, he called out Verdum, because Verdum right now.
Horrible matchup for Verdum.
So you're Verdum, you don't take it.
I think Verdum, he probably don't have a choice, but I think he loses that fight. Too much takedown defense, too much power, too much range. Travis Browne could fight him from a distance easily, and if Josh Barnett couldn't take him down, no way Verdum's getting that fight.
Now for the co-main event, and we called this possibly going to be the fight of the night, and it could be. I thought it was fight of the night. I was very entertained. Ronda Rousey defeats Miesha Tate via the armbar, like I called it.
My God.
Not the first round, but Miesha Tate definitely pushed Ronda Rousey to the limits here. She got into the third round, and Ronda Rousey is the greatest armbar submission expert. Everything what I said last time, because she did it, and you could tell that's what she was going for from round 1, 2, and 3.
But she has so many setups for it. It's incredible. She could grab your arm from every single angle imaginable. I was most impressed with Ronda's legs. The amount of power that she has in her legs, they literally worked almost like if they were extra arms. She was tying up Miesha Tate so much with her legs that it allows her the freedom to use her arms to grab your arm. That's the thing that stood out the most about Ronda's ability on the ground, is just how much a freak of nature she is, especially when it comes to the power in her legs. Then of course her positioning, and I just think that she is the best, and it's gonna be hard to beat her. But Miesha Tate did a great job. I don't think that she should have gone for all those takedowns. It looked like every time she went for it, she got reversed. But I think that she did a pretty good job. First woman to ever push Ronda into, you know, extra rounds outside the first round, and you know, she even cracked Ronda a couple of times standing. I felt that she should have done more of that, but you know, what can you say? Ronda Rousey is the best in the world.
I can't say any better than that. You definitely know if you're going to clinch with Ronda, you should not. She could take you down from almost any angle. There were times where Miesha Tate had the advantage and going to trip her, and she ended up getting the advantage. It was insane.
Ronda's on one foot.
Ronda showed us something today that I felt. She showed us that she is not just a person who is good on the ground getting the arm and blocking the arm, but she is good on her feet. And if you try to get her into a position where you're trying to make her feel uncomfortable, she will take advantage of your body weight, flip you. She even picked up Miesha Tate from the ground and looked like she wanted to slam her, but no, she thought about it smartly. And she is the most complete woman right now in the world, in my opinion.
And her power, she's so powerful.
Like you said, those legs are powerful as hell.
Yeah, she is an extremely strong woman. And
let us know what you guys thought of Anderson Silva's break. Chris Weidman versus Vitor Belfort. What's next for Travis Browne versus Verdum? If you guys want to think, do you guys think that should be the next fight, or do you think Verdum should wait it out? Let us know what you guys think. Remember to like this video, subscribe, and share it. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy it. Happy New Year's, and we'll see you guys back here in the new year for more UFC coverage.